and Tech, where we make computer learning simple and enjoyable. In today's lesson, we are going to be learning on something that most Excel users, many of you face on a daily basis, called the MS errors or the Excel errors. When working with the Microsoft Excel, sometimes instead of getting the correct response, you get 20 symbols, messages that appear in the cells. These are called the error messages. They show that something is wrong with your work or the formula that you're trying to use. But don't worry, today I'll explain the most common Excel errors, what they mean, and how can we fix them easily without breaking a sweat. So what are MS errors? MS errors are messages that appear when the program cannot understand what you're trying to calculate or you have written something wrongly. So they help you identify where your mistake is and how to correct it if it's possible. So today I'll be breaking down one of the common Excel errors as we get to know on how to fix them on a daily basis without involving any other or breaking a sweat. So how can we manage the MS errors? So we are going to be meeting some of the common Excel errors that are many of you face on a daily basis, and one of them is called the hash divide zero. Hash divide zero, this one here in this cell D, hash divide zero is an error that appears if you try to maybe divide a cell by 0 or you divide by an empty cell. Let's take for instance, you get this cell, because you can see here the formula that we've got, or the formula at the formula bar. We can get to see that we divided this cell here and we divided it by a 0. So how can we fix this error without breaking a sweat? So we're gonna have to come here, we double click, you divide by a valid number, because those who know mathematics, you can never divide anything by 0, it will always remain a 0. So maybe you are trying to divide by 2, let's enter, and the error will be solved easily. So number 2, we have the hash name. The hash name, this error commonly appears when when Excel doesn't recognize the text that you have put. Because if we get to see here at the formula bar, we get to see that we have written something wrongly. We have written the sum with double M. So there we can get to collect. So when you're entering these formulas or the functions that you're trying to use, please take note of the spellings that you're using. Take note of the words that you're using. Are they recognized by the Microsoft Excel? Are they normal? Like are they of the correct spelling as you input the formula, so that you don't have to waste time. So what we're gonna do here is gonna delete one M and replace enter, and we have got the sum in easy and faster way. So we can go on, find some for the rest, maybe there. So number 3, the error we can see here is the hash value exclamation. Hash value notifies us on what is happening on the cell. You find maybe you have typed something wrongly. As you can see here, we have typed maybe A1 with an apple. We have referenced like the things are not matching up, are not adding up. So what we're gonna do here, you always come and find things that can match up, maybe cell with a cell. So we shall maybe come here, delete apple, and we try, maybe we put D2 slash C5, we press enter. You can see that it is notably, you can fix that error because you have entered values that are not adding up. And the error that we are having here, this one might not be necessarily an error, but this one notably, it is telling you that you have put a lot of data in a cell, or a cell is small. So it's either you make the cell bigger or find a way of minimizing the data that you're entering into that cell. So what we're gonna do here, because you can see here we have more numbers than it is that can fit in this cell. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna have to come here, we double click, so that the cell will always be able to accommodate all that work that we have done. So one of the errors that I want us to maybe finalize with is called the hash difference error. The hash difference error commonly appears when you divide something by you put cells in a cell. Maybe you're working with addition, you put the sum of a cell, but then that cell is no longer, or the Excel can no longer trace that cell. So let's do it practically here. So if you have sum of B2 to C2, we can have that sum there, simple peasy, easy peasy. So we can have that there. But take for instance, we come here, we delete this cell, we delete it, we come here, we delete it. So it's not working out the way I want it to work out, so we're gonna have to maybe remove this, delete. So we are going to try to work it out not one more time. So maybe we are dealing with sum of B2 to C2. We place enter there, but then we go ahead and delete this one. We go ahead and maybe so let's put it here, it gets equals sum B2 let's enter there. So, and you go ahead and delete this. What is going on? Oh. So what we note here is that when you input formulas like this, maybe we try to use another method, another approach to it, so that we can maybe get an error that we are looking for. Come here, we get it to C2, we place enter, but we again delete. So you have got the error that you have been looking for. So this error, it is always looking like this. This one notifies us that one of the cells that we have used, for instance, is missing. So if you have cells that are missing, you might as well go and look into your data that you're trying to input into a computer, and you find which cell is missing. So because we notably see we have the the cells B2 and we add some of B2 C2, then we are missing C2. So we don't have the cell for C2. The column for C2 is missing. So what you're gonna do, maybe you bring back the cell so that you can have the sum and the query will go away, or you find ways of inputting another data or inputting a cell. So all that being said, if you find this video helpful, please don't hesitate to follow and also hit the notification button so that you don't miss out.